This is the Smart Speakers Daily. Hello, I'm Peter Stewart. Check out my other podcast, Daily, Get a Better Broadcast Podcast and Video Voice. So we're looking at Andrew Cohen's article from wearerockwater.com. It's about the future, essentially, of podcasts, of short-form audio, and how short-form audio on a daily basis, like this here podcast, can actually be made to be personalised, adaptive, interactive and so on, content rich, because it's played through a smart speaker, and it came up with several different ways that this can be done. So let's take a look at these over the next couple of 3 days. How will at-home audio engage and monetize audiences in new ways? Well, sticky brand routines. The best brand marketers aren't always selling, but they are forming ongoing relationships with fans and users by essentially engaging them on a daily basis. Because the brands are betting that if they're there for consumers beyond when they actually buy something, they can actually be front of mind when they do go on to buy something or they're looking at buying something. So we're talking about routines. The routine-based application of smart speaker microcasts actually having something of use when someone wants to perhaps use them at that particular time of day. It's what we've looked at in the past. But again, microcasts, we're not talking about flash briefings. We're talking about short form quality content which is produced on a daily basis. So things like, and I mentioned this last week or so, about the Oral-B microcast, essentially meant to be listened to while brushing your teeth. And wearerockwater.com expecting to see much more of that kind of stuff, like the listen, rinse, repeat, that 20-second microcast, really short stuff, meant to be listened to while washing your hands, for example. Not sponsored by a soap company, but it should be. So where can we extend that kind of idea? Short-form audio that's going to be used at a certain particular part of the day while you're doing something. So, for example, could you look at something to produce, some audio to produce while people are shaving? I mean, this is something that the Dollar Shave Club or Harry's could actually be moving into, doesn't it? Extending their other content into microcasts for people to listen to while they're looking in the mirror at themselves. So something, obviously, that fits in with that particular demographic. Casper could adapt its sleep channel to smart speakers to make it more adaptive to people's sleep habits. If you've got a company that makes nappies/diapers, then maybe there's something that you could have while parents change their babies, something they can listen to, something that fits in with the time of day, the action that they're undertaking at the moment, that particular demographic. And as you can see, that model could be replicated by countless categories. It could be something to do with baby care. It could be something to do with nappies and diapers. It could be maybe you're trying to upsell them something else in that marketplace. Think about that. That's really interesting stuff. I think it is anyway, and it moves away from the skills kind of articles that we usually talk about. We got more great content from this great article as the Smart Speakers Daily continues. And don't forget to check out Get a Better Broadcast Podcast and Video Voice, also available as a podcast too.
Part of the Briefcast.fm network.